What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Poor Man's Guide to Building a Food Truck. In today's video, it's actually going to be a two-part series where we were going to be installing the concession hood and a concession fan for our food trailer. Like I said, it's going to be a two-part video series. I was hoping for it to be a one-part, but the Florida weather kind of dictated that. So in this video, we're going to be installing the hood, which you can see right behind me. And then in the next video, which is going to be coming real soon, so make sure you stay tuned, we're going to be installing the fan, which is right here. That is going to be on the next part of the series. So let's get into it. And just before we get into this one, guys, I just want to take another quick second to say thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. The channel actually just went over 350 subscribers. So the last couple of months, we've really been very, very successful in gaining the momentum. So if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Instagram page, Poor Man's Food Truck. Check out the TikTok page, Poor Man's Food Truck. You'll get updates and stuff on there as well. And just a quick side note for those guys that are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. If you are in a position where maybe you have the dream of running your own business, in my case, it's a rolling, fully operational food trailer, but you've never really had the financials to be able to do it, whether it be wealthy parents or you have a very well-paying job where you have disposable income every week or whatever it might be. I'm very much in that boat. I'm a very average Joe. I work a retail management job, and I'm trying to find out how feasible it is and how much money it really could take in order to get a food business up and running. So what I'll be doing pretty soon is posting how much money I've put into the whole project up to date, and that kind of gives you guys a ballpark of the money that it could be taking to get to this point. But I just want to add that in there. So if you guys are struggling financially, but you still have the dream of getting your business up and running, I'm in that same boat, and so far we've done pretty good. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is where to purchase the hood system from. Now, there are a bunch of companies that obviously manufacture these things. Hoodmart is a big one. Captive Air is another big one that, they actually produce full systems that you can purchase, but they are extremely expensive, at least in my opinion they are. So my setup is going to require a 6-foot hood because I have 5 feet of cooking space. But my Department of Health, my health department and my fire department require me to have 6 inches of space either side of my cooking equipment. So even though I have 5 feet of cooking space, I need a 6-foot hood because I've got to have 6 inches of space either side of that cooking equipment. What I did was I purchased my equipment separately. I purchased my hood, and then I purchased my fan separately. Obviously, there are 2 parts to it. The concession hood, which you can see right here, which I have it apart right now. Here are my filters right here. And the actual fan itself, which is sat right over there. We'll get into that in just one moment. So you can purchase it as a whole kit or as a whole assembly. It comes with the fan, it comes with the hood, it comes with the installation bolts, everything that you need to put it all together. You can do that. However, for me, it was just too much money all at once. So it was somewhere between I want to say $1,600 and $1,900. Don't quote me on that, but it's in that kind of ballpark, which is just a lot of money all at once, and I don't have that all at once. So here's what I did to try and solve that problem. First thing I did was I purchased the actual hood system itself from Viver.com. I actually have had some pretty good experiences with Viver. They're an online-based company. I believe they're based out of Texas. But I purchased both of my concession windows, which you can see right here. I purchased both of those windows from them. That customer service was good. The product is high quality, especially considering the price point. So I paid right around $800 for the hood system. I actually had a coupon at the time too. It was, I want to say it was $50 off, $500 or more. They don't have that coupon anymore, but I would strongly encourage you guys to subscribe to their email because that's how I got it. I got an email coupon from after I purchased the windows. So subscribe to their emails and they'll actually send coupons to your mailbox. And that's when I decided to purchase the hood. $800, yes, it's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. However, it's not, $1,600, $2,000 in one big blowout. I was able to save up for a couple of weeks, buy the hood, and then I'm able to save it for a few more weeks and then buy the fan. I'm going to get into the fan right now. Okay guys, and here is my fan. My fan is built by Ventilation Direct, which you can see it right there. Again, I purchased it online. This fan cost me $500. It was 540 something with the shipping. I actually happen to live really close to where they manufacture these things. This was shipped out of Groveland, Florida, only about 45 minutes from where I live. So I got it super fast. I got it in about 4 days, I want to say. But again, high quality products, great reviews online, and this one was built specifically for food trucks. It has I don't know how many BTUs or whatever it is that sucks the fumes out through the exhaust fan. But this one is specifically designed for food trucks. One more time, I will leave the link in the description for this right below, and I will also leave a link in the description for the hood right below too. So when you add those things together, I paid $800 for the hood, $500 for the fan. I paid $1,300 all in. The only other thing that I had to purchase were the mounting bolts, which we'll get into a little bit more detail of those in just a moment. But the mounting bolts, I only paid about $20 for those at Home Depot. So when you add it all up, it is significantly cheaper than buying the whole kit in one go. So there we go. All right guys, so one of the first things that you'll notice if you decide to purchase this hood from Viver.com is that they already have a duct which is pre-cut into the hood. It's circular, and then what you would do is put one of those like flex ducts on it. But because I am in Florida and it is extremely hot here, I reached out to my cousin who actually runs a ventilation and AC company. I believe I mentioned them before. And his advice was to go ahead and cut a bigger hole and actually install a square duct. So the first thing that we're going to be doing here is cutting a square hole with this duct, which is I picked it up from Home Depot. I can leave a link in the description for that. And we're going to be cutting that square hole just so we can get more ventilation. It's going to suck more air out of there because like I said, I want to get as much hot air out of here when we're in operation as possible. So I don't think that small hole is going to cut it. So we're just going to go on the outside, put this duct on top of it like that, and measure the outside diameter so that we can cut a bigger hole in there so that we have more air that's going to leave the duct. So one of the first steps that we're going to be doing is actually getting this dry fitted to where we want it to go. As you can see right now, we've got it up there, but it's not exactly where we want it to be. That marking right there is underneath the right hand edge, so we're going to move around. But I want to take a second to show you guys how I did this with these. These are like cargo holding poles or something like that. Watch Frank Beltieris's installation on YouTube, and he used zip walls, and when I looked into those, they were pretty pricey. They're like $150 for a set of 4. These are pretty much the same thing. I picked them up from Harbor Freight. Here it is right here. It's called a 2-in-1 support / cargo bar, and these were $16 a piece. So I paid about $60 for 4 of them. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description for them, but they work really well. They're good to hold. I think it's like 200 pounds a piece, which is more than enough to hold this up there. But that is how we are going to dry fit it to where we want it to go. So once again, made by Hole Master, 2-in-1 cargo support at Harbor Freight, $16 a piece. $16 a piece, and they are worth their weight in gold. All right guys, so first thing we did was we drilled 4 pilot holes from the inside of the trailer where we cut out that duct, and you can see we got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we've just measured then on the top where that duct's going to come out through, and that is going to be the first step. So next thing, we're going to cut this out, and hopefully it matches up to what we have on the inside of the trailer. So hole is cut. As you can see, we can now see inside the trailer. Next step is we're going to get that duct, pull it back through, make sure it all fits nice. And then now that we got the duct in place, that's what it looks like. We're going to put a couple more screws in to secure it. But next step is we're going to go ahead and secure this to the ceiling with the bolts, which I'll show you right now. And like I said, guys, we purchased all of our stuff separately to save money, so we didn't get an installation kit that come with it. So we went to Home Depot, and we picked up these 6-inch, 1/2-inch bolts. They are galvanized, nice and heavy duty. We got 6 of them, so we're gonna put 6 bolts there to make sure that we hold it nice and steady. And I have some oversized washers, which again I'll show you when we get onto the roof, but those are for the roof side. So we just have a bolt, and then we're gonna have a I'm not sure what the material is. I think it might be nylon, I'm not sure, but it's a special washer that sits here. It's a fire retardant. And then we have another galvanized washer that sits on there. That's what's gonna be on the underneath. And on the top side, we're gonna have 2 1/2-inch nuts, along with some red Loctite and the oversized washers, which again, we'll show you those when we get up to the top. But that's what it looks like for right now. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like from up top. These are those big washers that I mentioned. This is recommended from Frank Boltieres, so I will leave a link in the description for these. And then, like I said, we got the 2 nuts that are locking it on right there. These I picked up from Ace Hardware. The bolts I actually picked up from Home Depot. And then you can kind of see if I go from underneath. I'm trying to show you guys. That's what it looks like from underneath. So that's one down, and a long way to go. And as you can see, Florida has not let us down. It has started to rain, but we managed to get the 4 bolts secured on the roof. We still got to thread lock them, we still got to silicone them and everything like that. And obviously we have a big old hole right here, but the hood is up. So for anybody wondering how we got everything fitted to the studs, we actually did purchase a 9/16 drill bit, but it did not fit in our drill, so we didn't want to go out and buy a whole new drill set. So what we did was we purchased these smaller impact rated drill bits, and we used the biggest one, which is the 3/8, and we used that to drill through the stud itself and create a pilot hole. And then we used what's called a step bit, this smaller one right here, which has a 9/16 slot on it, and we just use that to, oh, here it is right here. Here it is right here, and we just use that to open up the hole and make it big enough for our 1/2-inch bolts to go through it. So as you can see, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to be putting 2 more in the back just for extra security. But now it should be good to remove these cargo holders. We should be good to take out these cargo holders, fingers crossed. 1, 2, 3, and last but not least, and there we go. Next is the little fan on top. And that's going to be everything for this video, guys. I was hoping to do the whole thing in one video and just upload it as one post, but the Florida weather put an abrupt stop to that. So we will be doing the fan next, so make sure you stay tuned for that, because in the next week or so we hope to have the fan up and running, and then connect all the electrical and all that kind of good stuff. So that's going to be coming real soon, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again for subscribing. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the Instagram page, Poor Man's Food Truck, TikTok page, Poor Man's Food Truck. Like, subscribe. Any questions you have, leave them right below. And until next time, guys, we'll see you real soon.